What's up? It's your boy D Change coming at ya with another Daily Dave. We're trying something a little bit different today. I have added some audio filters to my recording setup. See if it sounds better now. Because I noticed that every time I record a video, it's like the volume's way lower than everything else that I'm used to. So I'm just trying to like normalize volumes and all that and see if I'm reaching like proper, maybe not proper podcasting volume, but what do you call it? Like I guess a more reasonable volume, since it's, I don't know, I feel like it's so low. So I took these settings from what I borrowed from a video about streaming and streaming with a microphone like this, like the Blue Yeti. I shouldn't have moved it. Oh no. But anyway, I see that I'm kind of in the yellow zone, which is good, but I'm also hitting the reds, so I don't know. We'll just go with that. I think it's a good trial run. Anyway, this one was for Thursday, April 23rd, 2020, and I totally forgot to mention yesterday that it was Earth Day. The April 22nd is Earth Day, and in order to somewhat press F to pay respects, please say hello to my snake plant. This a I don't know, Senserva or Senservia. It's a snake plant, whatever, or like what, devil's mother-in-law's tongue or devil's tail. I don't know. Anyway, this is a plant. It's the only living thing in this room. To be fair. Yeah, I guess the PSA is just Mother Nature is important, and we should protect her. And you know, this is an interesting time because we're spending Earth Day indoors. Everything indoors now. Though, yeah, when you get to go for a walk in a local area, it's nice. But I did notice that my local park now like taped up the playground because they don't want kids playing on it. And I get it, you know, germs and all that. But yeah, it kind of blows. And I know people are angry, and you know, it's like week 5, and like, oh come on, you know, let me get out there and work. I understand it sucks, but there's a lot of unknowns, so we're trying to figure it out, trying to get through this, you know, and everyone's experiencing it in different ways. Unfortunately, life isn't fair, so you know, some people have to stay home, some people still have to work, some people are at a higher risk, and yeah, some people live in $1 million mansions or multi-million-dollar mansions. So yeah, it's even though I've been hearing on a lot of podcasts, like, you know, we're all experiencing the same thing. It's kind of true, it's kind of not. And I'm very not very, but I am a little anxious about that divide, or that lack of what do you call it? Awareness, I guess, of how it could be for someone else. Because on a lot of podcasts, I think it's a lot of, you know, people who are well off and don't need to worry much about, I guess, maybe working for their money, you know, or like exchanging hourly labor for income. So for them, I think they view it more as oh, this is a minor inconvenience, you know. But for some people, this could be a lot more serious. That being said, you know, that's not exactly a good argument for open everything back up. Let's go back to normal, because there isn't really going to be a normal that we return to. There's going to be a new normal now. You know, we have to move forward with this unknown virus that's like still being studied. So, but anyway, I mentioned Earth Day kind of because at the same time, you know, it's nice that like now that we're not polluting the planet with like cars and factories and all that, skies are blue, air quality is up, nature is reclaiming its land, and you know, there are dolphins in Venice, right? No, it's fake news, like legitimately. You googled that, you looked it up, because you can post an image on Facebook and meme it up, and then just share it, like it, comment on it, and then say, yeah, wow, Princess Mononoke, it's totally my jam. Or like on Twitter, just retweet that without even fact checking. I will withdraw retweets when I realize something I've retweeted is like fake or something, because I'm like, wait a minute, we shouldn't be promoting stuff like this, unless it's like an obvious troll, or like there's a joke behind it. But then at the same time, yeah, I wonder. I mean, there's like a fine line, and you can cross. There's crossings, gray area. Anyway, yeah, there are no dolphins in the canals of Venice right now. Apparently, those pictures were taken hundreds of miles away, like in an island or something. So I'm like, wait a minute, what? Or at least look up the National Geographic piece on it. But from what I can tell, these like interesting animal articles they're predominantly fake. So like the dolphins in the rivers or the canals, the elephants that got drunk, that's also not a thing in Yunnan, China. That didn't happen. I forgot what the other one was, but yeah, like I get it. We like, let's promote the earth and science and photography and all that cool stuff. Like, I love National Geographic. I love that as a kid. I don't know how they are now, so to be fair. But like, we, in a way, we also have to be our own police in making sure that we tell the truth. At least I would hope that's the case, and so that can get into an argument of like whether or not platforms should be censoring or not, or determining what content is fake news or the truth or whatever. Like Facebook's whole news verification program, I think, is hated by a lot of different people, regardless of like where you lean politically or whatnot, just purely because, I mean, it's an arbitrary system, Kind of like when you go to Wikipedia and you're an actual expert in something, but you're like, hey, this article's wrong, but you can't edit it because you're not a Wikipedia editor. And then you try to challenge its editor, and they're like, no, like, I have more power than you. So, I don't know. The moral of the story is you can't gatekeep, or you can't stop gatekeeping. I don't know, maybe. There's degrees to it, though, So, yeah, we're just trying to figure it out. Anyway, yeah, I can't believe I wrote it down. No, I didn't write it down. Shit. Okay. My plan was to talk about Earth Day. There's not a lot to talk about. It's literally just like, hey, the Earth is kind of healing right now. But we're gonna, once we're done with this, we're gonna go fuck it up again. So don't worry about it. That reminds me, there's this movie called The Wandering Earth. I think I've talked about it before. Basically, space Asians or Chinese, space Chinese. I don't know. But the premise is, instead of like the premise is like, oh, solar flares and like, our sun's gonna explode, so the Earth is like screwed. But it's only in like the year 2100 or something like that. But yeah, so it's like, okay, we, mankind needs to save itself. And I think from a typical American Westerner's perspective, it's like, let's get off the planet, right? No, in The Wandering Earth, it's let's move the planet out of orbit. Let's move it out of the solar system and find a new home in another solar system or another galaxy or something. I was like, oh my gosh, like what? They build these Earth engines, these giant rockets, onto pretty much the entire surface of the planet, and it's meant to push it through space throughout time. Interesting premise. Very much science fiction. But I definitely recommend it. I've watched that movie so many times now. And I kid you not, there's a couple of scenes in that movie where I cannot not cry every single time. It's crazy. So, but that's just me. I think it appeals to my emotions really well, and just the whole like, just this whole like, wow, look at look at these Chinese people, look at these Asians, that are helping each other, helping like the world, save the world or whatever. Like it was great. But yeah, I think that movie got ripped a lot by people. They were just like, "What is this crazy premise?" Blah blah blah. But it's about the human triumph and cooperation and stuff like that. So I don't know. But it's based on a like a book series, a famous book series in China. So that's that's gonna be my last. Those are my parting words for Earth Day, which was yesterday. Which I mean, in my time now, it's 2 days ago. So sorry, Mother Earth. I hope you have a good day. Hope you had a good day. Um, but yeah, we'll be back to screw you over. No, I'm just kidding. If anything, we'll all just kill ourselves, and then Mother Earth will be like, "All right, great, I can recover again." So, yeah, that's my contribution for today. I hope you enjoyed the Daily Dave. I hope the sound is okay. It's not too loud or whatnot. Let me know what you think if it's a problem. I always like tweaking stuff like this, but it always takes so much time. So it's kind of difficult for me to find a good balance between like still making the videos, but also like adjusting them and then working with streams and then actually playing games for pleasure and all that. So anyway, like really cool. I'm looking forward to doing more of that and hoping to like start picking up computer parts for a new build because I'm pretty excited about like trying to build a new rig purely for like gaming and streaming. I know I built this one for that too, but I just keep chasing those numbers and it's such a problem. It's I don't know, it's about time. That's how I try to justify it. I know for everyone else, they got a different tolerance for upgrade paths and all that. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.